time! In the great words of Stone Cold Steve Austin, that movie was a big old piece of trash. My God! Was that 2.5 hours? Was it? No, it was over 2 hours. Oh, man. Look, guys, I grew up with Power Rangers. Was never a huge fan, but I liked them. The first team, after they got into Power, Lollipop, Mixer, Space Force, I didn't follow it that long at all. But I got friends that did, and I'm just thinking, I'm like, okay, let me get it out the way. The acting, for the most part, was good. A little over the top for Rita. Yeah, I get it. Rita was always over the top. The show was always over the top. But it was kind of weird because the kids, the Rangers, pretty much acted kind of normal, like as normal teenagers for the most part. But Rita was the one that was extra over the top, extra villainous. It's just, I don't know. I can go with that. I get it. It didn't. Okay. The special effects, sometimes it looked like a made-for-TV movie. Sometimes it didn't. And then when you're going with a movie that you're rebooting and, there's the whole big nostalgia factor in there, you gotta nail it just right. And I feel like the movie didn't nail it. With the Rangers, it didn't nail it. With the Zords, it didn't nail it. With Megazord, it didn't nail it. It had its cool moments, kind of, but, we didn't even get the sword moment, sort of. But it was eensy weensy, tiny bit of woke, tiny bit. And there's one scene that gives it some wokeness. I tell you, I remember the day when being woke was a badge of honor. It was just someone who had their eyes open. They could see behind the curtain of life that other people couldn't see. They were educated. They knew. Now it's just this whole, social justice warrior and sexuality and color and all this other stuff. It was a slight bit woke. It wasn't very woke at all, but I caught it and I was like, here it is. I was waiting for the woke moment. And this is a movie that I wanted to see when it first came out. Just never got around to seeing it, and I'm glad I didn't. I'm glad that I actually rented it and watched it that way. The Blue Ranger drove me nuts. He drove me absolutely insane, his character. It was just too much for me. Red Ranger, he was alright. He is white bread. He's the athlete. Blonde hair, blue eyed, or brown hair, black hair, but athlete. And that's what the Red Ranger is, and I get that. But he was alright. I liked the Pink Ranger. She was okay. Yellows, it's alright. Black, he's alright. And I knew they were going to do a shift. I knew they weren't going to let the black guy be the Black Ranger. You know what I'm saying? I just knew they weren't going to do that. So. And I knew they weren't going to let the Asian be the Yellow Ranger. I knew they weren't going to do that. Unless that chick was Asian, and I don't think that she was. She looked like she was Hispanic. Pink Ranger, she was, Arab or Indian or something. And anyway, Zordon, I actually liked Zordon. And the actor's performance, how they made him. Was an alpha. I always hated him in the series. So the way they did him in this, I actually absolutely liked. Goldar. That wasn't Goldar. That was not Goldar. Okay? And that definitely wasn't Megazord. I know look, it didn't have to make it look exactly like him, but I was just like, damn, it's not even slightly reminiscent of him. Like, Jesus Christ. Like, I think I remember liking that first Power Rangers movie when they were super popular. I remember liking that more than I like this. Damn, this movie didn't work for me. It did not work for me at all. And I asked my boy, one of my boys that's a super fan, he said he kind of liked it. And he's like, yeah, like he was alright. Yeah. No, it didn't do nothing for me. And seeing that it came out in 2017 and there hasn't been a sequel, I know why. Post comments down below. Let me know what y'all thought. I'm giving this 1 out of 5 woos. I know y'all are loving the fact that I'm going back and doing reviews of different movies. So here's another one of them, okay? 10 million subscribers. Woo!